Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to day 23. Tonight is a primary candidate for Laylatul Qadr. During this night of decree, Jibreel and countless angels descend to earth, moving among the believers. This diagram illustrates the scale of what is at stake. Every action performed between Maghrib at sunset and Fajr at dawn carries the weight of 1,000 months. A single night of worship equals 83 years of a continuous human lifespan. By the final 10 nights of Ramadan, the body is often exhausted. Physical fatigue, mental distraction, and the memory of past mistakes weigh heavily on the believer. Surah Az-Zumar addresses this struggle with a specific question. Are those who spend the dark hours of the night standing in devout obedience equal to those who spend it sleeping? Surah Az-Zumar is the 39th chapter of the Quran, focusing on the sincerity of worship. The math of tonight is final. Choosing to sleep through these hours is an active surrender of an 83-year advantage, requiring an immediate shift in focus. The opening of Surah As-Saffat describes the angels in the heavens as they stand in perfectly aligned, unbroken ranks of worship. The term As-Saffat identifies those standing in rows. When you stand shoulder to shoulder in Taraweeh tonight, your physical posture mirrors this celestial formation. Taraweeh is the voluntary night prayer performed during Ramadan. Physical alignment serves as the prelude to internal submission, a trait demonstrated in the story of Prophet Ibrahim. Ibrahim was tested through a command to sacrifice his son, Ismail. Allah spared Ismail and provided a ram for sacrifice after Ibrahim proved his willingness to sever his deepest worldly attachment. The test measured Ibrahim's devotion rather than a requirement for physical blood. Every believer has a modern Ismail, a comfort like sleep, ego, or digital entertainment. Identify what you are prepared to sacrifice tonight to prove your own devotion. True alignment with the heavens combines the physical discipline of the angels with the emotional surrender demonstrated by Ibrahim. Prophet Daud was a figure of immense worldly strength in kingship, yet he worshipped with the humility of a slave. Surah Sa'd records a moment when Daud realized he had made a mistake. He immediately fell into ruku to seek forgiveness. Ruku is the act of bowing with hands on the knees during Islamic prayer. The title Awwab defines a person who constantly returns to Allah. A true believer does not claim perfection. Rather, every time they stumble, they immediately get back up. Because Daud did not delay his repentance, his status was elevated instantly. Delaying tawbah for a better moment is a common trap. Tawbah is the act of sincerely repenting and turning back to God. Postponing this return is an indulgence of the ego. Gaining the benefits of Laylatul Qadr requires a believer to abandon pride and adopt the Awwab's habit of instant, real-time course correction. This return leads to the mercy revealed in Surah Az-Zumar, a verse scholars identify as the most hopeful in the entire Quran. The verse addresses those who have transgressed against themselves. It defines sin as a self-inflicted wound to the soul, rather than an action that could harm the Creator. The text declares that Allah forgives all sins through the word jami'an, meaning entirely or without exception. No history is too dark, and no shame is too deep to be excluded from total erasure tonight. While the door of mercy is open now, the subsequent verse warns that the deadline of punishment arrives suddenly and without warning. The plan for the rest of tonight is specific. Pray tahajjud, the late-night prayer. Perform sujood, prostration on the ground, and give sadaqah, or voluntary charity. Recite the Prophet's dua. O Allah, you are the pardoner, and you love to pardon, so pardon me. The 23rd night is a fleeting intersection of human urgency and divine grace. Close this video, leave your bed, and secure your eternity. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.